evening, and please be seated. On behalf of our board chair, Dr. Ralph Bentley, and our board of trustees, I welcome you to the 2024 High School Equivalency Graduation Ceremony. Congratulations to each of our graduates for setting and completing this goal. You are to be commended. We appreciate all the family and friends that are here tonight to support our graduates. I would like to introduce the platform guests. Board of Trustee members, Dr. Ralph Bentley, Dr. Steve Hill, and Mr. David Meacham. Also on stage is our Vice President for Learning, Randy Ledford. To each of you who will graduate this evening, we know that you've overcome many obstacles and embraced the opportunities that have been provided for you by the college. We are proud of you, and we celebrate this accomplishment.
I had a dream, something that I wanted to achieve in my lifetime, and I want to show the best of me. I know I'll make it through if I believe that I can make it happen. No matter what they say, nobody can stand in my way. Reach for the sky, dream and aim high. I won't let anybody turn my spirit down. Whatever it takes, I'll stand on my faith. I'll never stop until I reach the sky. I know my dreams will happen. I can fly. I'll reach for the sky. Oh, I will not give up. Even if I fall, I won't give in to my troubles. I will stand tall, my feet standing firmly on the ground. 'Cause I believe that I can make it happen, no matter what they say. Nobody can stand in my way. Reach for the sky, dream and aim high. Won't let anybody turn my spirit down.
Good evening. My name is Lily Max Porter. I stand here with you smiling brightly. I stand here with confidence, having little to no doubt in myself and the future. As I and you have looked forward to this in this next chapter, I stand here with love in my heart for all of you who took the step to believe in yourself. Remember that you are capable of achieving great things and that your potential is limitless. Keep moving forward with determination and passion, knowing that you and have the support of loved ones around you. I ask you, as I stand here with you today, to take it all in, the lawn, the buildings, and your neighbors, because in the end it will be just a memory, a core memory at that. I want you to forgive your failures that led you here today, because without them you wouldn't have grown into the person you are now. Embrace the journey and remember that every experience, good or bad, has shaped you into who you are today. Rupi Kaur said, you do not wake up and become a butterfly. Growth is progress. So I ask you to not be afraid of failure, but to invite it in. Embrace the discomfort and uncertainty that comes with growth, knowing that each setback is just a stepping stone towards your ultimate transformation. Remember, the most beautiful butterflies emerge from the most challenging cocoons. And to my sister, thank you for never doubting me and being my ride or die. I am flourishing like the flowers you have for me, and I forever will be proud to be your little sister, the sun to your moon. And to the people who work here, especially Kilby Watson, who was ecstatic every time I told her I passed another test, I thank you for showing me that a little kindness can go a long way and that I am never alone if I need a helping hand. As I walk off the stage, I step into a future of cosmetology, a path of passion, creativity, and I am excited to explore with support of those who I have to believe in me. I am ready to make my mark in the beauty industry and grow as a professional. Here's to us, class of 2024.
Good evening, class of 23 and 24, faculty members, parents, and honored guests. My name is Junior Brizola. I first want to thank God for giving us life to be here today, to be able to get our high school diploma. It's been a pleasure to listen to that incredible speech and the speeches that are going to be shared today. I feel a tremendous pride and honor to be here, to be part of this special occasion. Today marks a special day in our lives. Besides the fact of us getting married, having kids, and buying our first home, even though some of us already have one of those or all three, congratulations to you. Some of you may be surprised that I am up here giving you a speech in front of all of you. I asked myself that same question. Realizing that I am up here giving you a speech made me realize that I have accomplished one thing that I have dreamed about and thought that I was never going to do in my life. I would like you to take a moment, breathe, reflect, and feel what I'm about to say. All of our life, since the first day we started school, our teachers would ask us, what do you want to be when you grow up? Most of us say a cop, a firefighter, a teacher, etc. But in reality, no one asks us the question we should be asked. Who are you going to be when you grow up? 99% of the time, most end up changing their major last semester and end up in debt. Many times throughout the years, we go through things that make us want to give up. Some of us have more pressure than others, but in reality, no one is better than one another. We are the same, and the only person who actually knows and can decide what we are going to be doing and become in our lives is us. There's a quote that has been with me for a while, and the quote is, your story may not have a happy beginning, but that does not make you who you are. It's a reminder that trauma does not define a person while also highlighting the healing power of close friends and family. My journey started off in middle school, beginning of high school. My journey started in the end of middle school, beginning of high school. I would see everybody in higher classes, AP classes. I told myself that maybe someday I'll be in one of those classes, but that never happened, and that's okay. I decided to skip school, and then, class, one after another. You guys get the gist. My teacher always tried to push me to go back to class. I still remember that even though I wasn't in class, I would somehow manage to pass my test, which mainly decided our grades for the report cards. I remember it would be parent-teacher conferences, and I would be scared what my teachers would tell my mom. but they always ended up telling her he is a good, smart kid and always passes his tests even though he's not here. And he should start doing his homework more so he's able to have a higher grade in his class. I started working in a grocery store with my mom, but she worked in Starbucks. It was junior year, about to be senior year, and I ended up in rehab because of school. I ended up going for a month after my brother did, but we had to go to 2 different ones. Siblings weren't allowed to be in the same rehab. In rehab, I was getting my education to be able to go back to school and have the missing credits that I needed to be at the same level with everyone. They gave us Student of the Week awards, and I got 2, one for the 2nd semester and then one for the 3rd semester. We also had a ceremony awards, and I ended up with 2 of those too, one for science and the other one for social studies, which I still have till this day. And an essay I wrote that was state graded, and my English teacher told me that she was proud of me because I wrote a college essay as a junior, which was surprising. I ended up eloping, meaning I left on my own. After I got to my mom's house, she let me stay a couple days with her and then told me that I had to move out of the house and go live with my dad. I started to live with my dad, but I had to share a room with my brother. We were the ones who had to enroll ourselves in school. I started to work at the grocery store. That was my first job because my dad told us we had to pay rent. He helped us with 2 months of rent, but it was almost $550 for a room with 1 door, 4 walls, no heater, no AC, nor windows. I decided to move out of there and find somewhere else to live while at the same time going to school. I would go to school in the morning and go to work after school. As soon as I realized it was too much for me, I stopped going to school and started working more instead, believing that school wasn't meant for me. It was nearly graduation day. I would have been part of class of 2021. I had to pay almost $300 for the graduation stuff, and my guidance counselor told me to go to her office, and she told me to wait for the principal to enter because we had to talk about graduation. I was going to summer school because I was missing 4 credits to be able to graduate. Me going to summer school was to make up for 2 credits, and in some states you are able to graduate early in January if you're missing 2 credits. I asked him if I was able to do that, and he told me I had 2 options. The first one was to drop out, and the second was to be in school for a whole other year just for 2 credits. So I ended up dropping out. I stopped working at the grocery store and started working somewhere else where I worked from 6:40 a.m. up to 8 p.m. or up to 11 p.m. After working there for almost 2 years, I moved back in with my mom and decided to try to get my GED from NASA Community College. But it was almost $700 for 2 hours and 2 subjects for 1 month, which was only 3 or 4 days out of the whole month, so I didn't take the GED test. My mom decided to move over here for a better life and make her dream come true. So before we moved here, I decided to investigate if I was able to get my GED here. And I found out about the HiSET program at MCC. If it weren't for the staff at MCC for motivating me to take the test on the days that I did, I would have probably failed. But I passed all my tests the same day I took them. MCC made my dream come true by helping me get my high school diploma and giving me a chance to stand up here and giving this speech. Thank you, everyone. One last thing to end my speech. Some of you may know this, where this is from, but if you don't, it's a quote Master Oogway Topo. Yesterday is a history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Therefore, it's best not to worry about the things that I can't control, but worry about what I can. And also, it's best to take things one day at a time to reduce stress and tackle problems in small, easy ways to solve them. Congratulations, class of 23 and 24.
Hello, everyone, and blessings. My name is Destiny Turner. Today, I want to share with you some of my story. I was born April 1st, 1992, in Wilmington, North Carolina, to my mother and father, Andre and Erica Merle, the firstborn of 6 children. I was brought up in a Christian home where we were taught to love one another and never stop learning and growing, and to use our minds and our hands to be creative. We also had a musical background where I grew to love the art and creation of music. When it came to my education, I was homeschooled my whole life. I enjoyed it very much as my family traveled town to town singing the good news of Jesus. But in that, I struggled with dyslexia. I was never officially diagnosed with it until I was an adult, and I believe my parents just thought I had a little bit of a hard time learning. Nevertheless, I continued to push even though it was hard until my senior year when I just gave up. I felt it was way too hard. All I could do was cry because all the words on the page never seemed to stay in their place. So I went the next 13 years of my life winging it, and never thinking that I would finish school. I would just continue with life without it. As the years passed, I would regret not pushing through my final year. So fast forward to age 29, when I met my now husband, James, while working at Chick-fil-A Oleander in Wilmington, who is with us today in the audience. I was a manager and he was a crew member attending the school at UNCW at the time. A year later, we were married and I transitioned into a new life. I moved away from home and embarked on a new, unknown workplace, home, and relationship. Now this is where Mitchell Community College comes into play. James had returned to Mitchell to finish up his associate's degree, and one day while dropping off lunch, I decided to ask some questions about the high school equivalence program. I met some of the staff, and they were so happy and helpful from there. I went and made an appointment to take my placement test, and thus started the journey. When I started, I had to do school online, which was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Not only was I trying to finish my general schooling, but I was working a 60-hour-a-week job and living life as a new wife, and also finding out that I was pregnant as well. For the next few months, it was super hard, and I mean super hard. I can't tell you how many times I have cried while doing simple things on the computer. I used to tell myself, why is this so hard for me? Why am I not smart enough? I felt like a 10-year-old could do better than I could, and I was 30. Unfortunately, after suffering the loss of our first child, I felt that I could not continue. So I took a leave of absence, not knowing for sure if I would come back and complete what I started. But with the help and encouragement of my teachers who checked in on me, I was able to redirect. They helped me realize that I could do this, and I could also complete what I started. So in 2023, I reached out to Patrick, and he said I could start schooling online again. It was still a struggle, but with the help and encouragement and support from Miss Michelle and Rose and Miss Letha from Mooresville campus, they helped me navigate through the schedule moving forward. From there, I started going to school every day classes were available and started my test-taking process. At the time, my husband and I were dealing with a lot of life's trials, which is a test in itself. I was so grateful for all the helpful resources that were available to us. I received so much support from Ms. Pam and Ms. Sarah Lanier. I thought I just needed to make the bare minimum, but I gave it my all. And I prayed to God to help me with each and every test that I took. And you know what? I passed each one. I'd always desired to finish my education formally, and having the support of my new family and the start of a new journey inspired me to do so. Though it was a challenge, even pushing in the middle of this journey with determination and strength of the Lord, I can proudly stand here now with all of you and say, I did it. The saying goes, when one door closes, another one opens. And I believe that to be true here and now. This is only the beginning of our educational journey. Though we may have achieved this goal and received this diploma, There is more knowledge out there for us to acquire, more questions to ask, and answers to seek. Matthew 7 through 9 says, "Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened to you. For everyone that seeketh findeth." I mean, to everyone that asketh receives, and everyone who seeks finds, and to him that knocks it shall be opened. I'll leave you with this one last thought. If you only had one shot and you knew you wouldn't miss, what would you aim for? Thank you.
We're going to have to rearrange this so I don't have to follow these acts because it's really hard to do. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Patrick Klein. As the Director of College and Career Readiness at Mitchell Community College, I would like to welcome each of you to our 2024 graduation ceremony. Graduates, today is your day. When you began this journey, you had a goal in mind. Today, you have achieved that goal. Each of you have given considerable effort. Many of you have overcome significant obstacles. All of you deserve the celebration and acknowledgement that this moment brings. I'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank the family members and friends who have gathered here tonight to celebrate the class of 2024. The guidance, love, and support from you has played an enormous role in making this celebration a reality. I would also like to commend and thank the Mitchell Community College CCR faculty and staff. Your compassion, dedication, and expertise are the foundations of our program, and tonight is the culmination of your efforts. The positive impact that you have on a daily basis lasts a lifetime. I would also like to express gratitude to the Mitchell Community College Administration and Board of Directors. The diligent work of you individuals makes our program possible. I would specifically like to thank Ms. Carol Johnson, the Vice President for Continuing Education and Workforce Development, for her steadfast support and leadership. As I look across the audience at the class of 2024, I see a group of individuals who are committed, resilient, and prepared for the future. Your efforts have changed the trajectory of your life and opened the doors of opportunity. As I told all of you in orientation, you are part of the Mitchell Community College family. Our commitment to you does not end today. It goes with you as far as you want to go. We, your Mitchell family, are very proud to be here with you today and look forward to continuing to help you achieve whatever goal is next for you. Congratulations.
Dr. Brewer, Dr. Bentley, members of the Board of Trustees, the graduates before you have completed all the requirements for their high school credential during the past year. Audience, please hold your applause until all candidates have been presented. Graduates, please present yourselves. Sarah Adams. Tristan Anderson. Cassidy Barnes. Caitlin Berry. Libby Brayley. August Brannon. Junior Brizuela. Noah Byers. Logan Campbell. Robert Clamp. Aaliyah Cleveland. Rhiannon Coffey. Madeline Collado DeMorlo. Chloe Creasy. PJ Cross. Justin Dalton. Amanda Driver. Elijah Franklin. Giovanna Gilio. In memory of Angel Jurai, his mother, Alita Jurai. Caden Halbert. Stephen Hamill. Zoe Harper. Brittany Heald. Timothy Humphrey. Sean Irvin Jr. Nash Jones. Trayvon Langer. Timothy Little. Victor Madera. Jamel Mapp. Brandy McDonald. Evan Meeks. Haley Michael. Faith Mills. Paxton Morris. Letty Ocampo. George Pasantes. Lily Max Porter. Jaden Pritchard. Renee Rife. Sierra Ross. Alanis Rhonda. Shannon Slagle. Francis Sheen. Savannah Schoenberger. Sierra Sloan. Cameron Smith. Elisa St. Clair. Kayla Steele. Trey Threet. Destiny Turner. Lilium Aquila. Roy Vestal. Taylor Walden. Andrew Wiles.
By the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina, I confer your diploma and all of the rights and privileges thereof. You may now move your tassels. Each of our graduates has much to be proud of this evening. Your academic skills, your persistence to a goal, and your ability to continue learning and growing. I hope each of you will consider your next educational goal. Let me ask at this time, how many of you plan to come to Mitchell Community College in the future? Very good. Let me assure you that you have a special welcome awaiting for you in our college programs at Mitchell. Enjoy this evening, savor success, and encourage someone else, your brother or your sister, your son or your daughter, your friend or neighbor, to follow your path. I am pleased to announce tonight that each high school equivalency graduate will receive a sponsorship to cover the in-state tuition, registration, including any required student fees of one curriculum class, up to 4 credit hours, or one occupational extension course in the fall. This sponsorship is valid for the summer of 2004 and the summer semesters. So I hope you will take advantage of those free credit hours, to continue your degree. Congratulations. This now concludes our program. Members of the audience, please remain seated for our recessional. Thank you.